in class 10. First module is federalism. Before starting with this one, I want to tell you something about the history of federalism. This is not a new tradition for Indians. In the ancient India, around 321 to 185 BC, during Magad Empire, there was the processor of Janpada and Mahajanpada. That was also the example of federalism, the power divided among the levels of the government. Similarly, it reached at the bottom also. During Mauryan Empire, it was there. Then, in the Government of India Act 1909, 1919, but the perfect example we are having in Act of 1935, Government of India Act, in which they divided the power and authority among the levels of the law. Now, what is federalism? Federalism is the system of government. System of government in which power is divided between a central authority and the various constituencies unit of the country. This is the definition of federalism, and with the help of this definition, we know that it is a system of government in which power is divided. Power is divided means power sharing, executive, legislative, judicial, is divided between central authority means central government and various constituent units means state government and local government. In the case of India, we followed this structure that in our country, central government, central authority, state government, state authority, and local government, local authority. So through the definition, we know that federalism is a system of government in which power is divided between central authority, means Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state parliament, and the various constituent units. For example, we are having 552 constituent units for the Lok Sabha and 250 for Rajya Sabha. So around 700, 800 peoples represented 552. These were nominated from the state Rajya Sabha member. So from 802 members represented from 552 political units. Now, so the federalism is a system of government in which power is divided between the central authority and the various constituent units, 552, okay, of the country. There are two kinds of system. One, unitary system. Second, federal system. In unitary system, only one level and only one level decided the work of people. For example, single-handed government, whatever they decide, all levels follow. This is level 1. They ordered, and in the end of the last level, everyone followed. For example, this is level A. If he ordered, B and C automatically followed. Whatever they issued the order, the power remains in the hand of level 1. Only one. But in federal system, all decisions, everything is depend on 2 and more level. Means here at the central level, central government takes decision. At the state level, they were having the power to take the decision. Example, we can give the example of agriculture and irrigation. This is the best example in India. It is the subject of state. So central government cannot pass the proposal. Similarly, this federal system is the best system to govern the citizen because the local people knows more about the things. For example, in Panchayat Raj, in a Panchayat, just like that you are belonging to Chittorgarh, and for example, in Buda Gram Panchayat, there is a problem. And if we followed unitary system, then we have to appeal in at the central level. This is a kind of rule of Louis XVI. Remember the rule of Louis XVI, unitary system. For the vast country just like India, if the problem is solved by the central level, it is nearly impossible to sort out all the problems because they were not having any mandate route or the magical lamp. So solve the problem. That is the main reason behind it, that they start two or more level at the central level. Now they divided state level. State level also divided their powers to local level. So local problem solved by the local level. This is the most wonderful advantage of federal system. So today we learned about the definition of federalism. There are two kinds of system: unitary system and federal system. Unitary system, only one level, all power remains at the hand of central level. And federal system, two or more level, power distributed among the levels and the organs of the government. Thank you.